occurs to me is how you are able to see and know this, and that for you, this is immediately understandable. At least it seems that way. I'm wondering, like, the first time that you saw a curse, were you like, what is that? Or did you know right away?
I had no idea. And I tried clearing this with all the tools I had. Even matrix energetics. Nothing touched it. I tried fixing it with organ regeneration. Nothing touched it. I had no idea what it was. I had to ask, what is this and what do I do with it? A lot of the times I would do the work on it, then a person would come back with a similar situation, maybe not exactly, but very similar and sometimes worse. And I wondered, what am I doing wrong? What's the next step? So that's when I had to ask, what do I do next? How do I help this person? And that's when I started getting the information. At first, though, it isn't time yet. The planet, the people are not ready for this yet. But it was about November when I started getting this information. November of 2012. Pat, the time is coming. And you need to start teaching this. You need to do this work now. But I didn't know what it was until about January, February of 2013. That doesn't mean I have it right. That just means this is what I know now. Mm-hmm. It could change tomorrow.
Right. It could change as you receive more information, as you understand more. How you explain it and how you approach it would change with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not afraid of it. I think that is the biggest key, is that to do this work, you can have no fear. You can have no judgment of it. You can have you must have a level of non-judgment. Because if you go into fear on any level, you're in trouble.
How so?
It could backfire. You could make it worse for the person, or you could get contaminated.
How?
It jumps dimensions. It's an energetic construct.
You have to explain that, though. Like, how does it, to the best of your ability, we're finding words for it. It's something that's new. So if I'm going in and I'm doing the work and I'm asking for assistance in clearing a curse on somebody, and all of a sudden I see what it looks like, and I become afraid of it. Maybe it looks really ugly. Maybe somehow I just start feeling the malevolence of it. I start getting scared. And then I succumb to the fear. What could happen?
As you were saying that, I saw the picture.
Okay.
It could just jump down your throat. It could enter into you and your field. And on some level, it could assist in you not doing good, or you becoming sick, or the person that you're working on getting worse.
That is because part of its construct is to infect. Like, it's designed to infect.
It is like a virus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's meant to go generationally, and living on a certain dimension, connecting into people of a generational frequency through their DNA, through their bloodline.
Yes.
But if you step into where it's at, you've just opened the door to connect with it.
Yep.
So that's why you have to approach it without fear and let the divine work through you. Would that be correct?
Yes. In fact, I don't even touch it. I watch it, and I call in other beings to do the work. But you still have to be aware of who you're calling in. You can't just say, oh, whoever's good with working with this, come in and help me, because it could be one of theirs.
What do you mean by one of theirs?
One of the beings that resonates with that could be pretending to clear it, where in fact they're not. Not all beings out there are of the highest light, because there are dark angels and there are light angels. So you want to make sure you're working with the lightest of the light angels. That explain it better?
Yeah.
Okay.
If viewers don't understand something, would you welcome them to email you and ask questions?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will try to explain it.
Right. Well, I think that this is part of the challenge, is that this is something new to you, and it's something that you understand directly, more intuitively.
Completely intuitively.
Right. So words are like a little bit tricky, and so this is putting a challenge to you to be able to provide visuals and words and a structure so you can actually explain it to people and they can grasp it. If they're not as intuitively inclined as you are and as I am.
I really think for a person to be able to do this work, they need to be intuitive, because you need to be able to know what's going on all dimensions at the same time. For you to just be working here and now, you're not going to be able to be as effective. That's where the new work is coming to, is us being able to work on all dimensions at the same time.
How are you able to work on all dimensions at the same time? What's that look like? People talk about different dimensions. I have a sense of other dimensions, of what that might mean, but I don't know that I fully comprehend that.
When I see it, I don't just see it. I feel it, know it, sense it on so many different levels. It's like, it could be here, for all that many different levels of dimensions. And then you can break them down and separate them. But that takes too long. It's like, okay, whatever team of the highest light and highest level of benevolence, I need you on each dimension that you know how to work on the best.
Okay.
I don't dictate who goes where, because they know more than I do. I just know what I feel.
You experience the dimensions,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's how you know they're there, is that you really become vibrationally aligned with them. So that's how you know that they're real, is that you shift into them. Is that correct?
Yes, but not for very long. Just for the moment to recognize it's there.
Okay.
For instance, you can put your hand out and just feel them as you move your hand toward you, if that's what you ask to feel.
Okay.
And know that it's not your auric field that you're feeling.
Mm.
You ask to feel. I mean, if you want to feel your auric field, you can ask to feel your auric field and which level it is out here. But if you want to know dimensions, then you ask for the dimensions. And what part of that dimension is it in? Mm-hmm. Maybe in this dimension, but over here.
Which is very abstract. When you make hand gestures about here and here, it's like, that doesn't mean anything.
I feel it.
Yeah,
I can feel it, and I can sense the shape of whatever it is the information is that I'm needing.
Right.